Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're here again for another episode of Arcane review and discussion. So as always, we're going to just jump right into the spoilers because this is far enough into the series where I think if you aren't watching it, you should be watching it. So yeah, with that being said, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And if you're interested in my reactions to these episodes, you can check that out. The description or the Patreon link is in the description below. So with that being said, let's begin. Alright, so this episode was really, really cool. Oh my god, my mind is still a little blown from episode 3 though. So this episode we get a time skip. We get a nice time skip and everything's like different. So Powder is now Jinx and she's like, got real good with her little tinker and stuff and all this. And she's like working with that guy, so she's just out here going nuts. She blowing stuff up, killing people left and right. She's just an absolute crazy badass. It's so crazy. She's so cool. Like my cheeks hurt. I'm smiling so much. She's so cool, but it's like, oh my god, she's fallen so far. She's definitely not right in the head. All that stuff that happened last time definitely has affected her majorly. So it's like, whoa. So we pick up again with Jace and Victor, like the advancement of the hex tech stuff. So after they stabilized and everything, we jump ahead maybe I want to say about 10 years or so, and we've that technology has progressed to the point where they have the hex gates, so they can teleport anyone to anywhere else around the world. So it's made the city a huge amount of money by being this trading hub and everything. So now there's like just all this kind of new awesome stuff, and like they got all the confidence and stuff with the hex tech and everything. So now it's Progress Day. It's an annual celebration about the progress of the city that's supposedly like on the the bleeding edge of technology and advancement and all this stuff. So we're leading up to that, and we find out that Jace and Victor have also stabilized those crystals that I was calling splodies. They have stabilized those in such a way where they can make them power pretty much anything. And he debuts this crazy power gauntlet, and then this Doc Ock like tentacle arm that has a laser on it. I'm like, dude, okay, yes, that stuff would be really useful in the situations you were talking about with like mining and whatnot. But I'm like, that stuff is incredibly deadly. Like you're able to pick up a gigantic boulder one handed and crush it and stuff. Like those are war weapons. Like that is warfare stuff. Like you need to be taking military contracts and stuff if you're working on that. So the little fuzzy guy, the little fox guy, whose name is like got a lot of consonants in it, his he's basically saying, yeah, we need like a decade to work on this stuff so that we can refine it and make sure it's safe so that people aren't, killing themselves or killing other people and stuff. And he brings up a very valid point, which I completely agree with. Like, this tech is way too dangerous. Like, you say, yeah, it's for minors and all this stuff. I'm like, but dude, this could just lead to absolute mayhem, like giving this into the hands of just regular people and stuff. Like, that is some dangerous stuff. So, yeah, you need to take time to refine and make it safer and all that. So that's like been a huge thing. Like that's kind of in his head. So later in the presentation, he was going to debut the stabilized crystals and stuff against the advice and everything because the lady, the big ambassador lady or whatever, she's like, yeah, let's do it. She's just pushing progress, pushing. So but he makes the decision at the in the last second to not do it. But then that opens up an opportunity for Jinx, who, formerly Powder, now Jinx, to steal the crystal. So now she has a stabilized crystal and stuff. And I thought that was crazy. But all before that, there's this so they're transporting something, what I think is the mutagen. They're transporting a lot of that stuff. And apparently Jinx slash Powder, her whole people, they were the guards for that stuff. So these people come in on these really, really cool, like flying snowboards slash skateboards, and they're just hovering and going through, and like they got all the skill and stuff, and they're so good. And the animation on it looks so good. It was really, really awesome. But then we kind of get down there as they like throw these bomb crystals at people and stuff as they're flying through to stop everybody in the airship and to freeze them and basically tie them up and constrain them and whatnot so that they can go down there and steal the shipment. And when they get down there, the hatch basically falls closed. You see this like black light spray painted like clown face and stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's Powder. I'm like, that's her. Like that's definitely her calling card and stuff. And then like we get her come out the shadow. She got long pigtails and stuff, and she's older and stuff, and bigger, got tats and all this stuff. And she's so badass, and then just start murking everybody and like killing them and stuff. But then one of the people's things get yanked off. We see it's Violet, and she basically freezes and has almost a panic attack and like a complete like just it kind of triggers like some mental issues or something that she's had, like the PTSD level kind of stuff that she has from the past in the way that, you know, last time they saw each other. And she basically freaks out and pull out this mini machine gun and just starts spraying everything. And it was just insane. It's like everything's episode was crazy. It's like a complete different page turn. And then her little, she got in their hideout and stuff, Jinx, she has her own little workshop, which is like these propellers in the ground. So it's just damn near a bottomless pit below her where she sits and stuff. And she's like lamenting all the stuff that's happened, she's throwing bombs off the edge and stuff and just causing explosions. And it's just the craziest setup. It's so insane. But she has the doll, like she made like a doll figure thing, like a little mannequin figure that looks like one of the kids that died in the previous episodes. I'm like, oh, that's terrible. She definitely feels like all kinds of guilt about that, and like clearly like PTSD, shock, and all this stuff from when she saw her sister. But like to the point where she's denying that even was her sister. So like all this kind of stuff is going on. The show is completely turned the pages, completely something different. And I'm thinking I'm starting to see more of what the video game stuff is. Like this weapons and stuff that Jason's like making, even though he doesn't see them as weapons, but they're totally weapons. Like I can see that, and then that stabilized crystal thing that can definitely power all kinds of weapons. Like imagine an upgraded version of the gauntlets Violet used before, but powered by that. That would probably be so epic. So like there's just all kinds of stuff, and I'm just getting so into it. It's so much fun. So next week I'll probably drop 2 episodes. I'll probably just try to speed run through the last few of these episodes and upload my discussions and reactions to it like really, really quickly. So look forward to that here on the channel. So let me know what you all thought about the 4th episode of Arcane. Let me know about that in the comments down below. So as always, if you're interested in my reactions to these episodes, you can find that on Patreon. The link is in the description below. And apart from that, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you all next time. Peace.